Hi, welcome back to Matthew's Music Mondays. I'm Matthew. I don't have any music for you today. I've been slacking. I probably won't every week, but I figured I'd give you a studio tour this week. So, the studio was Anders Speedall's, and he asked me if I wanted to take it over, and I did. So that's how this all happened. I'm the one that painted it green and kind of made it into its current state, but it's a glorified closet, and I'm okay with that. It's my happy spot. So we have just a Squier Jaguar here, good double humbucker tones. We got a standard, it's also a classic vibe. They're really good for the price. P-Bass does everything I need to on bass. I had a couple other basses, but I just always use that thing because I don't know, I feel like a P-Bass is my sound. MIDI keyboard, Arturia thing here, key step, essential, budget, whatever. This is a dulcimer basically, but like more guitar form. It's fun to just jam stick. I can't. Merlin. It's called a Merlin. Is the name. This is a saxophone actually in here. I haven't gotten around to learning that yet. One day. This is a Micro Freak by Arturia. It's good for a kind of experimental bleeps and bloops. So I think that's what we started. One of the Winter Sloth songs, like the more ambient one. I'm blanking on the name of it. I should know my own music. Anyways, Todd's the one that kind of came up with the synth, and then I did guitar, and then it was lyrics that Nick had wrote, and then of course Braden laid down some awesome drums. But that was like a studio jam that happened. What is that? I don't know. It's a song. It's a good one. You should listen to it. This is a Monologue, a Korg. It's a micro synth. There's something special about analog synths. Like, I know cognitively, like, it's pretty much all the same as like a virtual synth, and I hate people that are like, oh, you need analog everything, but it's like a tube amp. Is there something like organic about having the real thing instead of the digital emulation of it? Like, and I hate it when people say that, but it's like kind of true. Like, it just feels like you're actually playing the real thing instead of a fake thing. There's just like something organic, inspiring going on. So I keep one around. What else we got? Got some Thrasher magazines there. We gotta keep the inspiration high. More guitars are in here, and some are just empty cases. I have a lot more instruments at home and at my mom's house. They multiply. Yeah. This is actually Anders' guitar. He bought it from my father-in-law shortly after he died. But I have one of these is actually almost the same exact one. Blonde Sheridan. This is another classic vibe. Apparently I can't get enough classic vibes. I have like an American Deluxe Fat Strat, Super Strat that is kind of my go-to. And that thing's probably worth like $2,500. So I don't feel like I need to spend like all that money on other guitars that kind of basically do the thing, I don't know. That's my rationale. This is another kind of actually pretty cheap guitar. It's a Agile, which is a Chinese company, but it's kind of like their own design, which I thought was cool. Like, usually Chinese guitars are just ripping off everybody else, but they kind of did their own thing. It's got some Rickenbacker vibes, but yeah, I don't know. It's my mini humbucker guitar. So it's I got some heavy strings on it, so it's usually in a lower tuning. So it's also inspiring in its own way. Got some sage, got some plants, another smaller MIDI controller. This is what I use for my light box for the videos. It's a day lamp to keep the sad away, but it also helps you be able to see my face when I'm making these videos. Scarlett 2i2 3rd gen interface. I'll probably get one with more inputs eventually, just because I like to invite people over. Laptop stand, I usually use a MacBook Pro M1 with Logic to record everything. add some effects and compression and get things up to volume so people don't just scroll by as much. I'm not trying to like fake stuff, just make it, listenable. This is like a MXL mic, a V250. I think it was like $100 or $200, fairly cheap. Condenser, large diaphragm condenser mic. Have Pod Express, which like I use way too much. I kind of bought it as just like a practice thing, but I like pretty much always have it on stage as like a backup rig because it's got like, digital amp and everything that actually sounds honestly better than my tube amp, but I like playing with the tube amp, so I usually do. But I also use like the reverb and stuff on this all the time, acoustic and electric, and yeah, they're great actually for what they are. I mean, honestly, I probably recommend like a Pocket Master because they're like $40. That one's like 180 still, and they're basically like the same thing. But I don't know. I just like it. I like having a knob for function, which that still kind of does. Got a bunch of random instruments here. And this is a Halusi, which is like a Asian bagpipe gourd thing. Got a couple of melodicas, and yeah, got a bunch of Irish whistles in there, tin whistles, various keys. Got a trumpet and a couple of clarinets. Got a cajon, and got my pedal board over here. Bunch of random, cheap, mostly clones. Like, I don't spend a lot of money, but I do the research to see if there's actually a difference. And to me, I'll spend the money where I need to, and I don't where I don't. But yeah, I don't know. Like this, for example. This is like a Behringer Echo machine. It's a rip-off of an old Line 6 Echo Park, but I bought it because I was cheap, and it was like $60, and I was 20, and now it's like worth like $200 on Reverb because people actually know it's good. And I've always known it's good, and I've actually just used it for the last 15 years. I don't know, I can't be completely wrong, right? Yeah, this is where my wife studies. She's got a little standing desk, studying to be a midwife. She also plays music in an orchestra sometimes. And then we have a humidifier because I take care of my babies. Yeah, that's kind of the place. And like I said, it's just kind of like my little happy spot. I love it. Thanks for letting me take it over, Anders. Yeah, if you guys ever want to come over, jam, you're welcome to. Mondays or Tuesdays or evenings are kind of my days that I can get to playing music. So those would be the most ideal for me. But yeah, I'm already seeing stuff that I missed. Like this is kind of one of my favorite groove boxes. It's just Circuit Tracks, but yeah, just a good way to get a little jam down. I have a thing for synthwave, so usually it ends up being like synthwave tracks. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I got way too many influences, way too many things I'm into, as you can tell. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Thanks for sitting through this. Love you guys. Have a good week. Bye.